invoices at skynova.com. Easy, unprofessional.
Nah, they ain't got no nut with no whack ass in it.
Don't get crunk with your drawers down.
When I'm naked, I lay on my side, I lay on my stomach, I lay on my back.
No Hanes, Calvin Klein's, Fruit of the Looms, mushroom moon, suited up in the room, waiting to be manipulated, mounted in mall. Madam Mika said, nigga, strip down to your drawers on the set. Must not have heard her correctly, cause guns bit the pillow and literally naked. Biggest mouth, bad girls clubhouse, pyro, belly down, booty up, buns out, lucky. She work with the creep and that duct tape. Freaky ass fetish film, one man funk tape. Wiretap nigga, known to tip the laws off. Nasty on the camera with your motherfucking jaws
off. You be screaming till you pass out. Who knew you did it with your ass out? Talking till you blue in the face. I'm just trying to take blue to the bank, two to the face, 223 is a K, and K can't make you a real nigga. I pray for any nigga that deal with you. I shoot the Tommy off the hill, figure wow. It's try to put you on the menu. I got a pack of draws I can lend you. Big business what I'm into. I got a pack of draws I can lend you.
Don't get caught with your drawers down. Don't get caught with your drawers down. Don't get caught with your drawers down. Don't get caught with your drawers down.
When you get caught up, I hope them statements don't get bored up. We them niggas that's wicked, no need to warn us on one. Out lurking looking for a Vic. Nigga thinking with his dick, that's an easy lick. Kicking the doors, notorious, is well known. Talk tough, but only gangsta on a cell phone. Just know the G's gon' get it in on the mission. Before it's done, they ain't leaving a witness. Back out, running the crib like a trap house. Straps out, can't do shit cause you assed out. Could get you lined by an internet diva. Ain't it ironic how my sister named Mika?
Have you on camera, hands up, looking back. Somebody please tell me what kind of gangster is that? Thought you was a real one, but I take that back. You a sus nigga with a team full of rats. Keep losing respect, you can't get back. I know you know some real niggas, but you ain't that. You a certified weirdo, I'm talking this and that. How you calling niggas out when you the same type of cat? Type of work popped up, and where the fuck you at? No smut on your name, nigga, what the fuck is that? Rock me calling hoes like don't forget the strap. Waiting until he get his ass cheeks clapped.
Don't get caught with your drawers down. Don't get caught with your drawers down. Don't get caught with your drawers down. Don't get caught with your drawers down.
Whole new meaning when we say you niggas whack now. Weird niggas better check these whole bitches background. You represent your hood, getting caught with your ass out. You with the industry, I think that nigga really trapped now. And I'ma take this out that I'm supposed to. You on Clubhouse, you should be on Pro Tools. I wouldn't sign to you, all your artists old news. Nigga think you should night, this ain't the old school. From North Cali to the South, nigga. We hate watching niggas crash out, nigga. You too old to be doing shit for clout, nigga. We ain't with the going out like a clown, nigga. You know you wrong, nigga. How the fuck you get caught without them draws, nigga? Hella old and exposed like come on, nigga. Now that big U cosign is gone, nigga.
Black 100, face all bumpy. Egghead nigga, mama shoulda named you Humpty. I dump thee, nigga, you are nothing. We all know the story, you the draws down, homie. DOE, I do my dirt by my lonely. And don't let me catch you in Kentucky. KY Jelly probably all that you want. And I bet you the booty goon that Ray J was floating. I heard you a rat, that's why you like to fuck with him. Fruit booty nigga on Clubhouse, ass up with him. All that pop shit, and that nip shit, it makes sense why you in Cali watching Nip Dick. On Netflix, wanna be tycoon. Heard about that Whack 100, Jeffrey Dahmer Part 2. Draws down your new name, and nigga, oh the irony. Your face look like Warren Fish burned or the butt cheek. It's real rap, all facts over feelings. It's a hit on your name, and you know I'ma kill it. SBI say to get him. You know a nigga whack, it took 15 minutes just to hop on the track.
Boy, don't get caught with your drawers down.
They telling me it's a nigga laying on the bed.
Nigga Nip Hustle. Big shout out to my nigga SPI, Spotter Low. You know I'm in the black box. Had to come through, tap in, show love one time. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Stay tuned, all that.
It's the homie Cook-Up Boss, goddammit, Cub Low. And y'all tuning in to the Wake and Bake Show with goddammit the homeboy Spider Low.
Here with SPI, the realest nigga in LA.
Spider this bitch.
My nigga Spider Low. Spider Low, nigga.
Spider Low.
Spider Low.
Spider Low.
Spider Low.
Spider Low.
Spider Low, that's my nigga.
Spider Low.
Spider Low. Shout out to SPI, that motherfucking nigga.
You
are now in the black box with the homie Spider Low, the most eastiest. Facts over feelings, keeping it a Google Plex. Feel my campaign.
Spot alert, wake and bake. Better keep it Google, nigga.
Loke is in LA somewhere doing what he's doing.
Google gang, straight legend. Google gang, SBI. Google gang, Google gang ain't here. You better keep that shit a Google when you mention me. First sign of disrespect, I'm turning Hercules. It's gonna be a lot of shirts pressed, rest in peace. Keep it a Google, better keep it a Google. Keep that shit Google when you mention me. First sign of disrespect, I'm turning Hercules. It's gonna be a lot of shirts pressed, rest in peace. Keep it a Google, you better keep it a Google. Keep it a Google. You better keep it a Google. Better keep it a Google. Keep it a Google. Google, gang.
Bottom line, love life, show us a blessing. Pull up politic and blow us a session. Spot a local most easty. No mistaking the station. They making them statements. We waking and baking. Word of the day, EC on replay. The marijuana-thon with VJ Keyway. BS and BS. Killing on the track in the black box. We never put feelings over facts. Bay Machiavelli, run me the bread. I don't get mad, I get money instead. I be high, you can tell by a nigga eyes. But wise enough to enterprise, you dig a lies. Contemplating with the Google gang, conversating. Counting coins while these cowards in the comments hating. Only thing count, I count getting another comma. I'm a magnet to the money on my mother mama.
Better keep that shit a Google when you mention me. First sign of disrespect, I'm turning Hercules. It's gonna be a lot of shirts pressed, rest in peace. Keep it a Google, better keep it a Google. Keep that shit Google when you mention me. First sign of disrespect, I'm turning Hercules. It's gonna be a lot of shirts pressed, rest in peace. Keep it a Google, you better keep it a Google. Keep it a Google. You better keep it a Google. Better keep it a Google. Keep it a Google. Google gang.
If you can't keep it a Google, then don't mention me. Run a check through the set, I bet them niggas mention me. Red Bull and Hennessy, I keep the same energy. No matter on a solo or a couple homies with me. Tell them come get me if they want confrontation. I keep a couple shooters with me. And we right here waiting on shit to pop off. Take a nigga top off, you tempt me. All that BS, you can miss me. Slide down Century, doing about 60 in the gutter lane. Faded off yak and drop the pistol, hopping out the rain. I won't change, keep it a Google the only way. Mention me, I come out and play. That's on the gang. We're not the same. I ain't nothing like these rap niggas. Hanging with bangers, no bodyguards, we all strapped, nigga. All truth, no lies, facts over feelings. We ain't gonna start something we can't finish. Google gang.
Better keep that shit a Google when you mention me. First sign of disrespect, I'm turning Hercules. It's gonna be a lot of shirts pressed, rest in peace. Keep it a Google, better keep it a Google. Keep that shit Google when you mention me. First sign of disrespect, I'm turning Hercules. It's gonna be a lot of shirts pressed, rest in peace. Keep it a Google, you better keep it a Google. Keep it a Google. You better keep it a Google. Better keep it a Google. Keep it a Google. Google gang.
Jita. Gratitude is the attitude. The show is a blessing. Be back in the black box as we blow a secession. Oh, my mama. Oh, I hate that old Matrix sheet net. I almost went off the yeah, don't trip. I told you we won't ride this situation all the way out through January. We're gonna make something happen next week. What it do though? Google gang, Blue Wrench, my I see my boy Blue Smurf in the chat. My boy Classic Music, VC Realm, RDL, Megan Davis, The Good, Goon, Harlem World, Jay Jers, a lot of regulars, Nate Nitty, number one. If I've missed you, I apologize. My boy Siete Siege. Y'all see the title. The boy, the bodyguard, big homie CC. Apparently, it seems that he beefing with Luce, Coochie, Lipson, Colin, Ashley Cannon. Now, I have no clue nor concern as to what they potentially could be beefing about. It's none of my concern, interest, or business. Don't care at all. Oh, my mama. But I found something very interesting. I heard this boy, Big CC, say about Smoked Out TV. What up, Foodie? What this fool, the big homie CC, had to say about Luce, Coochie Lips, and Colin Ashley Cannon blew my mind. Cuz got Luce fucked up. He didn't ask the wrong somebody. He better ask somebody. On my mama. Smoked Out TV tomorrow. I just dropped the video. Spider, like, what is the video? Am I near the video? Which one was that? But I want to share this clip with y'all, man, because Luce threw whack under the bus. Hey, y'all go follow up Smoked Out TV. Cuz got a cold way to get down, bro. Great content, man. He part of the ETE squad, Damu Kiwi Conversation. Why not? But yeah. Now if y'all don't know who Big Homie CC is, I don't know much about him, right? I promise y'all, I know y'all might think I'm lying. I don't consume much content. So I get a vague awareness just about almost everybody. Just by getting bits and pieces of what's going on, what they talk about, a clip here, clip there, headline here, headline there. It's like I said, on my mama, I don't care. But anyway, so I became familiar with the boy, Big Homie CC, and it was kind of hard to gauge whether a lot of the bold statements he was saying, the shocking things he was saying was valid or not. I didn't have no reason to doubt him. In particular, I think I became familiar with him when he got to speaking on Busta Rhymes. And some of the see if they see you backstage. I see you, Keyway. Let me get it in for a second. I seen this they beefing. Oh yeah, he was talking about Diddy. I mean not Diddy. He said he was talking about Diddy, but he was talking about Busta Rhymes. And a lot of people didn't believe him. I think Ho No 100 even got into a back and forth argument. I only know this because I be scrolling through the headlines. I didn't actually watch it or click on it. But I think Ho No 100 had some type of back and forth with him about him discussing yet again another man's male erotica, intimate tendencies to be engaged with other men when they're all alone in their private quarters, doing what people do, I guess. Once again, Ho No 100 was coming to the defense aid of someone with these type of allegations who's been having them for years. Just from the headlines, I never could imagine why Ho No 100 would have interest in what Busta Rhymes may or may have not done with other men in his 50-something years he's lived. But he was definitely invested from what the headlines indicated not too long ago. So I heard Big CC talk about that type of stuff. I just didn't really know what to believe, true or false. You never know, right? But then he came to speak on Luce, Coochie Lips, and Colin Ashley Cannon. And now I can declare we got to take the things he say with a grain of salt. I don't know whatever will motivate him to utter such preposterous blasphemy upon this internet that he did about Luce, Coochie Lips, and Colin Ashley Cannon. This clip is from Cam Capone News. Shout out Cam Capone. But let's check him out.
And that dude, Luce Cannon, his name came across my desk before for sure as somebody that you got to be aware of. So like,
yo, just a little bit of context right here. This is a Cam Capone interview with Big Homie CC last year where he's letting everybody know, like, Luce didn't just pop up. For a long time, Luce has been a factor out in the West Coast. That's a person you got to watch out for if you're visiting. You better check in, and that's the person he's telling you got to check in with.
Like, when I see people coming out saying he's a liar, like, I don't know about them details that he's saying, but when it come to being in the street, I'm gonna verify like he's somebody that you got to be aware of for sure.
If you don't, oh my mama. Now,
I don't know what. I don't know what. Hey, you gotta push mute. Hey, see.
Yeah.
Push mute. What? Mute up real quick. I
Oh,
don't
my.
know what streets this dude CC could possibly be from, or I don't know what streets he could be referring to. Man, I don't even know. He just blew me away with that. Did y'all hear what he just said? Now, the no jumper streets and next door alleys, maybe. Probably can't take that from him. Probably got to watch out for him up there. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Big Tommy. Yeah. All right, Daddy. I'm on my line. I gotta call you back. All right. So yeah, that I don't it gotta be something going on. Somebody in the chat say, I liked that comment. He said he trying to line Luce and whack up. Wait till you watch my video. Well, check this out, Smoked Out TV. This is where you just lost me, bro. If you indeed believe that he is trying to line them up, why would you expose it, make it a video, make them aware so they cannot be lined up, bro? I mean, it's just something to think about, bro. I couldn't imagine why, if you believe and were convinced that that was the plot, the plan, why would you pre-announce it to the world? To my opinion, in my assessment, just the way I see things, in my logic, that would definitely spoil the lineup, right? The whole thing about a lineup is it's supposed to be a secret until it happens. I'm just saying, Brody. But he went on to say something later on that made a whole lot more sense. Check him out right here.
Reggie Wright Jr. called me and said, listen, you're taking the whole internet. Be prepared for Luce Cannon and Whack 100. I'm prepared for this. Okay, so.
Now, that apparently was a conversation he was having with Luce Coochie Lips and Colin Ashley Cannon, and they was going back and forth, arguing, doing what they do. But this dude just said Reggie Wright. Now, I'm not sure if that's true. And if it is true, I'm not sure Reggie Wright did or said whatever he said with the intentions of Big Homie CCC repeating it online, bro. But he just said Reggie Wright. Shout out Reggie Wright. I can't confirm or deny whether this is facts. But he said Reggie Wright told them, you finna be on YouTube. You gotta look out for Luce Coochie Lips and Colin Ashley Cannon and Whack Hole No Hunter McElroy CS2 back himself. Now, maybe those are the streets they was talking about, these YouTube streets. Maybe I didn't watch the whole thing. Maybe I got him out of context. And maybe he was being sarcastic. If that's the case, salute to you, big homie. Because I want to announce to the entire universe, the metaverse, the multiverse, and every verse in between, the streets that I am familiar with of Los Angeles, Southern California, and Compton, and all the surrounding areas. Luce Coochie Lips and Colin Ashley Cannon and Whack Hono Hunted McElroy CS2 back are no threat to absolutely no one. Never have been, never will be. Oh, my mama. Just remember, J-Rock knocked me out, blood. He just knocked me out with a dope fiend. Don't never let him let you, make you, cause you to forget that. You know, I find so much humor in trolling Luce Coochie Lips and Colin Ashley Cannon because he didn't got all this popularity by telling these lies and saying all these preposterous things. But you know, I am the OG of his whole existence on this internet. What's new to y'all is old to me. He ran the test run on me like in 06 with this bullshit, telling lies, claiming to have met me when he had never met me and had encounters with me that made him so like he marked me out or he bossed up. Similar years later. That's why a perfect pair. Hold No 100 has a whole fictional, fabricated situation where he and I were in the same location, as well as Game, Mobb Deep, 40 Glock, Suge Knight. He's the only person that knows I was there, only person that saw me there. And he had this whole conversation with me that never existed, just like Luce, Coochie, and Lips, and Cole and Ashley Cannon. I'm finna have my partner CFA Siege come on here with me and chop some of this sheeting it up, man. Oh, my mama. Siege, what it do? Can you hear me?
It's the deal, SPI.
It's the deal, fully.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
Shit, what that shit do, man?
You already see what it
just,
do, man. Laughing at these clower queerdos, man. What's your thoughts on what we popping?
Man, it's been a whole lot of theatrics going on in this past, I don't know, week or so that's been going on. A whole lot of real, I ain't gonna say incriminating, but just some wild shit to be just going on for public consumption. You know, I be seeing shit do be happening, but me, I discretion is a value. You know, like everything ain't worth all the clicks, but that's just me. I'm a different type of nigga when it comes to that. With the with the big homie CC shit. Damn, my shit. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, but you froze though. But we can hear you clear.
Okay. With the big homie CC shit, I done seen him go on and make a lot of statements as well. That's like seems as if like the validity to a lot of shit need to be checked out. It's like, are you regurgitating information that you heard, or are you giving firsthand accounts? Because he said some very polarizing things to make a person wonder, is it authenticity to it, or is it, driving a narrative for the numbers, which is all understandable.
I'm convinced
the interaction
now, if he's sincerely standing on what he just said, go ahead.
The interactions between the two of them is kind of different versions of similar type entities, except I haven't seen big homie CC actually engage in really actual confrontations. It's just he give his opinion on the platform, somebody else give their opinion, but they driving narratives. Big homie CC carry himself like a street affiliated type of, a street oriented type of dude. So you view a nigga and hold him to that code of conduct. So I found it comedy, like I think he be trolling too a lot.
He had to be trolling. He seemed to have an accent. Where are you from?
I think he from the South somewhere.
Gotta be. He gotta be trolling too. If he's not trolling, if he ain't trolling, bro, he lose so much credibility in my book.
That's what got me like observing the whole situation and saying like, damn, like, cause niggas will take their angle to get to the bag, but it's like, you can't compromise you can't sell your respect in the effort to get to it. I mean, you could. I can't say what another man can or can't do. I could just say what I would or wouldn't do with my code of conduct. Like,
damn, why? Wait, why? Well, maybe they talking back to him. Oh, they telling me he from Chicago. I'm like, damn, there's 5 people just came in here from Chicago. Oh, he from Chicago. Okay. Go ahead.
Okay.
Hey, but tell me this. Let the audience know in general or in specific, however you choose, what streets have you grown up in your life, all your life? When we talking about in the sense that this dude, if we take him at his word, what he believes, he heard, you got to look out for Luce, Coochie, Lips, and Cole and Ashley Cannon in these streets. So I want to know what streets that you're familiar with, and if that's true about the streets you're familiar with, and if you ever heard anything such as that.
Well, shit, me, I'm a South Central resident, South Central representative. You know, check me out on the gram. It's CJ Mr. 9700 _ South Central's finest. I'm from the east side. I'm an east side nigga, east of the 110. For those that are not from the area, east of the 110 freeway is the land of the Lokes, as we like to call it. The land where the grass is green and the Crips is mean.
Oh my
As
mama.
one's reference, but I'm from east side, the east side of South Central, borderline Watts, 5 minutes directly, 5-10 minutes down the street from Compton. You know, outside of Inglewood. So I'm an east South Central native that's tapped in east to west, top to bottom throughout LA County. And me in my section, I have not heard of Luce Cannon's name being referenced on the streets in my section. My introduction to Luce Cannon was through YouTube, through the internet, through this social media thing. When I was in the streets, coming up in the streets, his name never ran across my desk, never ran across my radar. So I can't say that I had ever heard that in the streets. But I don't like I don't know niggas, so I try to like always give my standpoint from a informed perspective. So if I don't know a nigga, I gotta do my homework or go off the research. But no, I've never heard that in the streets. My whole introduction with Luce is internet. The internet was no jumper, YouTube.
Shout out Point shooting the chat. He's shooting Point.
Dealing with different him crashing out on whack. I did see the old shit with the old shit back in the days once that shit resurfaced, but and through a loose affiliation through one of the homies that you know y'all have a mutual. We all of us have one person in mutual that we know that been in the industry since a child, so he know a lot of different people. But that's my introduction to Luce. I never heard.
I'm not surprised here. I ain't surprised here, no cuz. Like that's the type of niggas he might know just because they got the dual, the industry. Maybe Big CC meant not the streets, the industries, but he ain't even no threat in the industries.
You know, and then these out of towners, the only thing they got to go off of is what they hear
on this internet.
So, and the image that's portrayed, or what they hear. So, if that's what you're basing it off of, if you're not really tapped in, that's all they got to go off of. So,
let me read this message. Point Shoe said, Point Shoe said, everyone hit the like button immediately and get the low to 100K subs or else. Hit the like button, he said. And you know you don't want him on your bumper creating content with you in his scope, because once he point and shoot, it's up. You see what Point Shoe got going on Poetic Flacco right now. And these are two of the heavyweights of a certain type of content creating shit in the internet. Point Shoe, mainly faceless, but he's kind of built his notoriety on the internet, making content associated with No Jumper. And him and Poetic Flacco are in the midst of a cyber metaverse duel right now. Copyright strikes, potential lawsuits, content is going up right now, man. Shout out to Poetic Flacco, man. Y'all it's pretty entertaining. I'm tuned in. My bad.
I got a question for you, Loco. That's relevant to what you just said. Do you feel like it's been going on, but do you feel like Drake suing Kendrick has opened the door to make suing more of a trendy thing that niggas are doing now? I'm not saying that it haven't been going on, but do you feel like he's kind of opened the door to people having
I
follow that.
don't think we have no evidence that yet. However, I believe it may eventually, but it's been kind of recent to think that any of the lawsuits that may or may have not come up since then are associated. I can't say.
Yeah, I just wanted your take on it because
did I give you my take?
Yeah, you did. You be coming with viewpoints that people can feed off of. So you feel me?
That was a good question, but as I think about it, you know, that was pretty recent. I'm not familiar with any lawsuits that's been filed since it.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's why when you just said what you said about the Flacco thing, that's what made that come to mind because it wasn't something I was thinking about, but Flacco was inserted or very opinionated in the middle of the Drake and Kendrick. He had his standpoints and opinions of it, and then lawsuits was coming up. So that's what really made me draw that.
Well, they're relevant one to the other because the other day I was speaking about the alleged lawsuit that potentially may be coming No Jumper's way, and we were discussing if Adam was liable, would he be implicated, involved, because it's been reported that Jay Reed, the individual that was violently assaulted unexpectedly, had intentions on suing Adam, and they were discussing, and Adam had responded with something saying what his lawyer told him, and he kind of felt like he was going to be found not liable. But in the process of discussing that, I compared it to Drake suing UMG and not just Kendrick, whether UMG was directly involved or not. Because of the affiliation, the association, you go for the bigger bag, the parent company, and then you let it trickle its way down. You get everybody underneath. So it's a wonder that one of these, the incident reminded you of Drake suing, because the other day it reminded me of Drake suing.
That's what made me. It's kind of something that's in the air, and it's a new thing, And as far, it's not new business wise, but as far as in the culture or hip hop or urban media culture.
You know, the shocking lawsuit that f***ed me up in our culture was Cardi B suing Tasha K. That's the one that I couldn't understand that she won, bro. That let me know we in a different time with this lawsuit, talking, free speech, watch what you say. It all go together. Free speech, watch what you say. I mean, a gangster rapper, blood, ex-stripper, who self-admittedly, formerly used to drug men and rob them, can get offended by what a personality who does this on a daily and can get millions out of her. I think she hit her for like $4 million, bro. Everything she reportedly said that was untrue, allegedly, I had heard before she said it. So it's not like she made it up.
She was just giving a word on the curb.
But she got sued to $4 million.
That's just a standpoint of that's just a function of how America is a corporation. So once Cardi as an individual don't have no grounds on that because of the public image that she displayed for herself. She projected this image and she put a lot of, disparaging or not disparaging things.
She swears she a wifey material because she got pretty feet. But go ahead. I love some pretty feet too. And they ought to be considered. But she when she started giving the list of what make her bomb, she say her feet, and then she say her body real quick because she know that thing ain't. Then she'll give a disclaimer and then people say, well, you paid for it. And yeah, bro. All she can talk about is the only natural thing she got left is the feet. But go ahead.
And then it's like, shout out to the women with pretty feet though, because real nigga does appreciate women that take good care of themselves. As a man,
go with their feet though.
It's appreciated. But I'm saying she carry herself this way
But the reason why the lawsuit went the way it did is because her image is property of corporate entities. So these corporate entities are they're invested in protecting their bottom line. So since her brand is their product, regardless of what she does with her personal conduct, they are going to legally make sure that her brand or her image or whatever, they're going to try to protect the value of it or the equity in the value of it as much as possible to keep her available for these different corporate sponsors. So
how do you? Oh, go ahead. Keep it.
The lawsuit went that way because these big corporate entities, like Tasha K, don't have that support behind her legally. So her legal expenses, she can't dig as deep in her purse as whatever parent company owns Cardi B's rights. So even if she has the better standing, she's not equipped to really fight and win in the courtroom setting.
Yeah, that's opening a whole new can of worms, because now we got to discuss why should it matter when the majority of the people we know go to court have public defenders when it comes to the criminal sense. So if the merit of the case is not what it's truly based on, that's fucked up. But I really want to keep it about the implications about what we talking about, though. So with all that being said, do you think Jay Reed got action if he does choose to go to litigation at no jumper, or would it have to be personally directly toward the people that put their hands on? Because Adam is claiming that's not his property line, even though the guy went in the building then exited right before the incident.
Well, like obviously, if you're gonna sue somebody, like you said, you're gonna go from the top, try to go from the top down. So I'm guessing his approach. That's his approach. Is what I'm guessing. I don't know if Adam Adam seems to be at risk, but maybe I don't know how the civil shit work. I'm not familiar with civil shit. I have a little bit of familiarity with some criminal shit.
The Cardi and Tasha thing was civil. So it's the same logic you utilized as to why Cardi was successful. Do you think those things was come into play for Adam? Because
yes. I think he'll be fighting an uphill battle if he was to choose to do that. Not saying that it's not possible for him to win, but Adam has more resources at his disposal to use in that battle. I don't really know dude's situation like that, but I'm assuming
correct
that Adam is better legally represented than him. Just off me assessing the situation. So even if it's kind of slanted in Adam's favor, just based on you having the better lawyers.
On top of the privilege that we hear about, know about, and witness on top, and then before the better lawyers, just I got lyrics to say, crackers don't care when we come in them places. We already got strikes against us when we walk in them rooms, bro. It's not a fair fight.
Exactly, especially with I'm my introduction to the dude is this all of this going on, but just from what I hear of him, being on a positive page now, but also having things in his affiliations of his past that
wait right there. Wait. I don't like that, because the person who made sure to come on here and say, "Oh, you from 11-8 gangster," even after you see what you said you saw, you never heard him say nothing like that. You saw the same individual. We saw him.
I didn't hear that. I didn't hear that come out of his mouth. I didn't hear him personally represent himself that way. I'm just going off of the.
But I know. Let me land. The person who made that clear for sure was Ho No Honey. He wanted to make sure before he said two words about the whole situation, he said, Oh, he from 11A gangster. And we see how Jay Reed presented himself. I don't believe Jay Reed is a gang name. So, first of all, he's not claiming that. He's 50 plus. When you go to court, your whole life, bro, the first thing the white man want to put on you is you a gang member. You fighting that before you even fighting the elements of your actual case. Look how Ho Hunted behaves, just like the white man in the court system. Nobody asked where this dude used to be from a long time ago. They don't justify the punishment that you handed out to him, like the court always wants to be fighting against our past. Oh, my mama.
It certainly has nothing to do with the situation I have. I just know how I'm just stating, you know, how, like you stated, there's already things working against us before you even enter the courtroom when you come from a certain culture or demographic or so I was just trying to like lay out the facts that may or may not sway in his favor or against him just through, you know, what I've heard. It was first heard by Wack, but I've seen other people, other creators kind of like, you know, say the similar
I wasn't saying
things.
Wack said it first. I was just highlighting that he made sure to highlight that. Made sure to vocalize that as he was vocalizing why he taking the position he takes or why the dude deserved what he got. And that's just like the white man do us. Oh, you used to do this back in the day, so you don't deserve this job, or or we feel like we don't fit in society because of the way they view us because of our past. And we are steady on the plight of saying we just like you, we ain't no different. Don't treat us no difference because of our past. And here, Ho No Hunted coming up with the tricks that the devils use. That's crazy. He's a piece of shit.
This whole shit has been crazy. It's been real crazy. It's been noteworthy. It's been like it's been watchable. It's an ongoing situation that, you know, people that are into the content world, it's running across everybody's desk. So it's something that you kind of can't go around. But it's been definitely a interesting watch, and it's an ongoing thing. So it's one of those things where you kind of monitor it to see how it plays out going forward.
Are you purposely avoiding commenting on how much of a queerdo Ho No Hunted got to be for coming out saying that, just like the white man? You didn't chime in.
Well, the stats on Wack is the stats on Wack. Like
I'm not talking about him in general. I'm talking about this specific moment and activity that we're discussing on the title. And in this moment, we got to this point where he said this bullshit in relation to this situation.
Yeah, I feel like it's some bullshit to try to implicate another man. Anything that's not already when you see him, if it's not already on his jacket, I don't feel like it's cool to point out the buttons on another man's jacket in any capacity. That shit ain't cool. That's not some shit I'll conduct myself. I don't conduct myself like that, but I come to learn these niggas don't have that same set of morals and stuff. I stopped not upsetting myself, but holding people to unrealistic standards on the internet, and it causing me to become irritated by them. I had to start looking at these people like what they portray themselves as. Like,
you late. I ain't never let it irritate me. This is my primary source of laughter and comedy. I like to laugh at them. It don't irritate me. Sometimes I get slightly irritated when those who are not from here question me about these goofies like they don't get it. That's what irritates me the most.
This is new to me. You one of the first ones to enter this space that's from the urban background really from the soil. So you have a vast amount of experience on how to mentally, emotionally, you know how to compartmentalize it. You've been doing this for a long time. So I just was having to learn how to draw separations from reality and virtual reality.
Oh, we living in the age of the creative player, bro.
Exactly, because all these motherfuckers, they go in the lab and they make up their own accolades and they put their creative character on display. It's like we all playing 2K or Madden online, but it's the streets. Then you got you got those that like to live in reality, that when you unplug, they still are who they are. So I have seen people the quote unquote culture vultures. This is what I want to say too. Culture vultures are highlighted, and the most noticeable ones are white men. But there are culture vultures that have similar complexions to me and you, people that are not from this culture and not necessarily informed enough to be giving narratives on platforms that may draw people in one direction or another when you speaking from an ill-informed standpoint. So you kind of spread misinformation and false narratives, like you were speaking on a YouTube creator, a YouTuber that had a document with some dudes that was from that's from our side of town, and he was alleging shit that ended up not being accurate. And I'm saying it's people that are like that are also culture vultures as well. I don't know his ethnicity. I'm just using him as an example, or even people would consider people like Flacco, or to a degree academics, how he made his whole name and brand off commenting on real lives of niggas who was out there in the field doing what they was doing, allegedly or not. And he was just speaking on it, and to the point where he built his whole platform speaking on some shit he knew nothing about. And they get comfortable and start feeling as if their success makes them qualified enough to cross lines and barriers that in reality they're not really qualified, but that following does not necessarily stamp you. So I'll just point out there are culture vultures. They come in different shapes, colors, creeds, and sizes. It's just the most noticeable ones happen to be these white men with these large platforms, but there are definitely others. I just need more. We need more authentic people that are willing to make the transition. So especially when it comes to this LA County shit, South Central, the urban, we need more authentic people on these platforms
It used to be the suck MC. We used to call them suck MCs and posers and studio gangsters. Now, this is the version. They've always been here, especially at the highest levels of media and music. This has never been a raw, authentic version of the subject matter when it came to this urban shit that was at the top. It was always like a Hollywood version of it. Even I learned going on auditions for roles in Hollywood. Even when they looking for the gangster or the thug type dude, they're looking for the Hollywood version. They're not looking for the most, you think you finna come in there just because you the natural realist. That ain't necessarily how it's gonna go. They gotta, if you just think about the thugs you see on TV throughout your life, even in the rawest films, outside of very few, they're not really matching the authenticity of the people we come in contact with every day. That's too raw for TV. That's a real phrase. Some people use that for like a title of albums and shit, but that can be a real phrase.
It definitely is, and that's the struggle for those that come, those like that come from a similar liking to you, myself, and those that are trying to make a transition from one lane to another. That's the struggle that we deal with, because they kind of like don't want people people around that they can't necessarily control to a varying degree because it's about controlling narratives. They make influencers. So the term influencer, you're being used to influence your following or the masses in one way or another. So there's a calculated agenda about how your influence is being used. And those who are independent thinkers and like you can't like they look at that as a potential threat because they don't know if you're gonna go with the system or with the player or with the status quo or you gonna come and cause commotion and Lord forbid like my nigga Nip was doing, start to set trends that are conducive to success for people like that come from where we come from, start to lay a path that is not a part of their playbook. So that is why we are censored or kind of blackballed or pigeonholed to a degree because they don't want us to start forming people to think independently. They want to be able to control people's narratives and influence them. So that's why we go through what we go through because they know they could talk to these niggas any kind of way. They could come at them any kind of way. And they know, like similar situation with you and Adam. He know a lot of people that come on his platform, he could come at all different types of ways. But people like you, he know it's a certain way that he has to be able to approach you to be able to even conduct business or function. So
And
people
as a man, that's something I established as a child, basically. Any man I deal with gonna know that. That's another thing about this metaverse created player. You got these other motherfuckers that'll never get at you a certain type of way in your face or get on this camera and this microphone and address you a certain way. But yeah, you made a good point. You can keep building.
And then you got those like Brick, who you have this image and this way that you conduct yourself and carry yourself and project the image online. But then it's like it seems as if you are willing to compromise what your alleged code of conduct and morals is to appease your following or appease your employer or you're willing to compromise certain morals to appease to the program. Shit that's just I don't know how other men conduct themselves as far as what they tolerate and don't tolerate on certain levels. But it seems as if you are willing to compromise your initial standing and code of conduct shit for the likes, for the follows, for the clicks, for the views. You're willing to kind of compromise your
What's cold to me about that there in particular is after it started moving along for a while, then he starts saying, "Oh, everybody like that. Everybody play like that. All the homies in jail, we be grabbing." And I'm like, man, I don't know what jail you was in. I ain't never seen no homies touch each other nowhere for play. No kind of see next week. I done heard some weird stories about stuff that happened in places I ain't never seen it. It ain't no normal thing for no homies just to be playing and touching on each other. I had never heard of that even supposed to be normal. Now, I know some stories about people getting worked out, dominated, and then there's certain niggas that's into doing certain things. But that's certain niggas. That ain't everybody.
But there's certain niggas, and then I never been one that like we don't play like we don't even joke like that. Like
okay. Back to the original subject at hand. Luce Coochie Lips and Cole and Ashley Cannon. The incidents at No Jumper the other day. The victims were stripped, allegedly naked. What do you associate a man's desire after a violent incident to then be exposed to a man's private areas? How does one connect together?
I associate that like the same way you was just referencing in jail, how there have been incidents where through I guess a form of domination or humiliation, after assaulting a man, niggas have been kind of, I guess, had their manhood stripped from them in a way. But in jail, these niggas are going like it's in that same boat. It's in that same. It's in
Man,
that
I done beat the dog out of my cell before. I'm talking beating bloody.
And never thought to strip him.
But they made him clean it up immediately. Now clean that shit. And never crossed my mind. I'm talking about marking him out though, or like, nigga. I'm talking about then from that point forward, bro. You know, it just was general city rules. You bring something in the cell like this, it's just we gonna split it. We gonna both blow it. Man, from that point on, everything he brought in there was 2/3 mine. Everything I brought was 100 Google% mine. No, he just sit there and look, make a wick, stand by the door, wave it, knowing he ain't finna hit it. Nigga, like marked him all the way out, but I ain't never thought to do nothing sexual, bro. And even in like you had brought up Brick, and we was talking about how he was saying, "Oh, niggas do that. Everybody play like that." Niggas, even in the areas where niggas sex play, this phrase is commonly known: "Don't sex play me, cuz." Even if we know y'all niggas be over there he, it's always them niggas like, "Cuz, don't sex play me." And on a prison yard, one of the worst violations you can do to the wrong nigga is sex play. Sex play the wrong nigga, you're gonna have your worst day. I don't know how cool you thought y'all was. This could be your partner, especially if he older and he's forewarned you. Especially if he gave you more than one warning. And you act like you a young nigga that don't get the message and sex play the wrong nigga on the wrong day. All right. Everybody ain't going.
Shit. That's just code of conduct anywhere in the world. In prison is more severe, but on the streets it's the same. That shit don't stop when them doors open and you come outside. That same code of conduct still is just as a man, how you conduct yourself as a man. Certain niggas play these certain games, like niggas are violating nigga and all these man playing with niggas.
The sex play I do like with my best friends. It's never like we like each other or I like you. It's always me clowning you about trying to crack a joke on you. Like you is. Not like, ooh, let me play like we like that. Never think of that. It might be a little joke to shoot at a nigga like you know, like, but not acting like we is like that. Never. And as soon as you shoot the joke, the nigga shoot one back and say, you got me fucked up. Ain't no nigga say, yeah, I am. Where they do that
at? Nah, nigga, I don't know, man. Around me and my constituents, man, we ain't. That's not even a lane that's on our highway. Like,
I ain't gonna lie, cuz I got a little homie, cuz, who I still don't know what it is to this day, because this was my dog, bro, up under my wing, bro, and for multiple reasons. I'm talking about doing BLACBOX Day, and you know, fly crip, right? So one night he had a cool Steenash in one of his wee nips, right? Hey, Uno, I'm talking about they been on us, re-nipped to the peanut, and we went from that to, we out of here. So really, that's what locked us in. Like when I want to make a move, like, you busy? Like, what we like that, right? So one night we was rolling, cuz, and he get a FaceTime from another homie that I know. I know this other nigga better than he know him, better than I know him. So when he answered the FaceTime, I heard the nigga on the FaceTime. I'm talking, soon as the phone ring, cuz it's like after 11:30, 12 at night, cuz soon as and it's a low, cuz nothing feminine about him, just regular homie. You know him. You know both these niggas. So Nigga on the FaceTime was like, what up? As soon as he answered, you know how you answer FaceTime? What up, cuz? The nigga on the other side like, what up, lover? I'm like, so now he like, oh, fuck you, nigga, whatever. They shooting that little shit. I'm my back against the, cause I know who it is. My back against the passenger wall, like giving him faces like, this woo woo. So he let him know. SPI said, what up? I'm like, it's the deal, cuz. Woo. I don't say nothing to cuz. Cuz done did a long stretch before. He older than cuz. So after they talk, won't hang up. This is my little joint. I'm like, cuz, check this out, cuz. I ain't finna never, ever let no nigga play with me like that, cuz. Don't let no nigga, ooh. And this nigga, gang of bitch, right? I know this for a fact. This is a nigga I know. Get out, he got him, left and right. And that was like his little thing, man. Me and bitch, man, I ain't tripping on what he talking about. Ha. Laugh it off. Wasn't no big deal. Well, I say probably a month later, cuz I'm on the internet and I seen I think it was Manny Fresh and one of them niggas talking about, all niggas play sex play. Niggas say
talking about gangsters.
Nah, it's before gangster. Nah, not gangster. It's somebody from around that area that's known from before we knew about gangsters. Things like Manny Fresh. He was like, yeah, every nigga tell his homie every time, you look sexy today. I'm like, what? Oh. So the other night, a month ago, I was trying to get a little homie like, you let certain shit just don't sound right. So I sent him that shit with Manny Fresh saying it and was like, get my point, dude. And cuz sent me a long ass paragraph checking me like, don't ever think this about me. Wop. Bro, it's been a couple of years, bro. I'm talking at least twice a month. This was our thing. Either he hit me or I hit him. Let me hit your bottle. And that'll lead to us kicking it, hitting corners, or it ceased after that, bro. Like, so I say all that to say, instead of catching the point and saying, okay, yeah, that shit ain't cool. I'm gonna check a nigga next time. I'm gonna let a nigga know. He got mad at me for telling him don't let niggas play with him.
Like I was saying, this is why shit. All a nigga can do these days is control his morals and his code of conduct, bro. Because niggas shoot jokes, but certain words and certain terms is like ain't even part of the jokes. Like lover, that's a greeting. That's a term of endearment that you say to your, not just to one of your bitches, to your actual rib, your partner, your companion.
The same
lover is
the same homie, and he a low cut, the same nigga that said, what up, lover? Maybe a month or two later, I was on the phone with him. He in the streets. You can hear background, like people pull up, he talking to different people, he talk to the phone on me. I swear to God on my mama. Now, this might just be some trolling. He could have been talking about a female just saying this, but somebody pull up, he like, you seen my baby daddy? I just hung up. And then I just hung up. I seen cuz, talk to cuz since then. I ain't seen nothing else like that, but I seen them two things. I was like, oh, okay. Like, I don't know. Like I said, cuz stretch, you never know.
Yeah, man. You and then to be real, like we just prone to give niggas the benefit of the doubt, but like too many shits. Like it'd been, we done all heard different rumors about different niggas, and then it'd be like, it'd be ever. We just ain't investigating it really. We don't even want to really get to the bottom of the facts of the matter because they would rather just stay away from that altogether. But when a nigga is showing too many, when it's too much smoke, I'ma just start to act like it's fire and
Don't
stay
come
away
around
from
me. Yes, there you go. But to your original point, I do believe trying to maintain, secure, lock down, and hold on to, impress that audience do got a lot to do with it, bro. And you abandon, I'm all for progress, growth, maturity. I'm with all that. That's obvious. But certain things I ain't gonna never abandon when it comes to my morals, integrity, principles, the way I carry myself, my masculinity, certain things, I'm just gonna ride all the way out, homie.
Yeah, certain shit is just non-negotiable, you know. But shit, everybody, we live in these fucking times now where they done put it in these motherfuckers head to express themselves for whoever they really are. So I just be sitting back and let people show who they is. Over time, motherfuckers expose who they is. Because they be left up to their own devices, or even if they doing it at least these dudes who we was talking about in these situations in jail were not volunteers. These niggas were forced. When you're the volunteer and you're voluntarily doing all this shit, saying all this shit, is when it's like it's a whole nother spin on it. Like, this is what you want.
No, it's definitely something in the air, bro. My mama is different than what it was. And like you say, we got to navigate throughout the society the best we can. I find myself being proud of myself, bro, when I'm out in the public, like at the Walmart or something, and one of them is like helping me, and I just act regular and be polite. I'll be so proud of myself, bro. I'll be like, oh, you ain't tripping, you grown up. No laughing, no nothing. Just have now you have a little small talk that you would have with another cashier, and just treat them regular. I'll be proud of myself because they're gonna be here forever, bro.
That's an example of growth and maturity too, my nigga. Because you know we came up in times where, like, I'm not even saying it. I believe in living and letting live. I really don't give a fuck what no man do, no woman do, as long as that shit they're not crossing over into my lane with it. What you doing your own time on your own reconnaissance, that ain't my business. So like I ain't tripping off that. Like the way so
But see, I be trying to get with all that, but they trying to take it this deep, bro. You're a bigot, bro. If right now, wherever in your life, as a man, this is your thought process. Damn, this is no longer a pure, genuine American thought process. Damn, I want to find me a girl, have me a son, so he can have him some kids, get married with a wife, and carry my last name on and my legacy. Yeah, hope he has some boys and they all get married. Just to have those hopes for your child is now offensive, abusive, bro. You're now in this society supposed to be thought to allow your child to grow up and realize what I am. And if you put any pressure one way or the other, you're not giving your child the freedom to grow and be who they are going to be regardless.
Well, like you said, we live in times where that's a calculated factor of reality. That's not natural. That's like people in positions of power and influence have been implementing this agenda for decades now, slowly but surely, because and the people who are in influence, I'm talking about politically, corporate, the people that's pushing the buttons and pulling the strings in the corporate world, the media, the political world. These people are people that belong to this group, so they have controlled public perception, what is acceptable, non-acceptable, what is frowned upon, what the status quo is. It's an attack on the heterosexual black male in particular, because if you notice, they don't want the ones that are naturally like that. They seem to target the ones who project a masculine image and who have a following of boys or younger male audience that would
Give me an example of an apparent male boy that you felt was targeted. A masculine boy.
I'm gonna say I ain't putting no smut on cuz, but the images we'll say Lil Baby, for example. How initially when he first came out,
Meek Mill. Now
Meek Mill,
I'm following you now. Okay.
they're picking the ones who their natural they image that they came on with was opposite of that. And
So
they have a
do you think Young Thug was chosen, impressed, or did he just go through that phase because that was in him?
I think he went through that phase because he was in them because like our culture where we come from culturally affects us. He come from Atlanta where nothing against the city of Atlanta. There's some real niggas out there, but Atlanta is very common knowledge that a lot of the niggas in Atlanta that appear to be masculine men and appear to be gangsters participate in activities behind closed doors that is contrary to the image that they portray. So it's more common in Atlanta for niggas to be that type of way. So I believe Thug was one of these niggas that grew up in the culture with gangster niggas that are closet homosexuals. I believe that's part of they more part of their culture out there. So I believe he was one of the ones that was already just had it in him. I don't think it was forced. I think he saw that as a way to
Well,
fast track his success.
so do you think anybody at No Jumper may have, based on their exposure to Atlanta at a younger age, also been more acclimated to that lifestyle versus Adam being around Adam and No Jumper, putting it in him? Maybe it was more so in Brick from being in that environment, and now he has a new environment where he can be comfortable acclimating back to that, where it's more free with your sexuality, even when you're a thug.
I definitely can see I definitely can see the references to that because similar like you were saying with Luce, I'm tapped in with tap ins. Like I don't know everybody from everywhere, but I know the people that I need to know, the people that's worth knowing. And Brick had never run across my radar either, but prior to this internet. And being from South Central is I say it's the biggest small city in the world because if you somebody,
Especially with social media now. But go, I'm listening.
if you somebody in South Central, you don't even gotta directly know the people. You one person away from knowing somebody. You know somebody that they know somebody that knows somebody that know you directly. So I hadn't even heard like his point of relevance of what made him relevant occurred in Atlanta. Even though he's a native of South Central, I wasn't hearing you making no noise out here on these South Central streets. I heard you moved to Atlanta. You created your lane or your wave out there that you had going on. So that is where you gained your relevance, and you was in these studios with a lot of these entertainers, a lot of these people like Thug that we speak of. He also references having a good relationship with Thug. So it's only so to speak that he was in environments where that shit goes on. So where now that you were in a position to where back then at that time period it was frowned upon though. Now that you're in a climate at No Jumper where Adam controls the narratives of what's frowned upon and what's not, and we see his stance on it, it has made you comfortable to openly express your stance, how you operate without feeling the pressure of judgment. So this is what you projecting yourself as, left up to your own devices, my nigga. This is your play. This is what you want. Nobody's making you do this. This is if we leave you to be comfortable, this is what you do. So all we could do is see what you do and call a spade a spade. And the nigga he looked like the Joker.
You're right. You're right. It's crazy because I'll leave that part off of it. It's crazy. But yeah, you would think it's someone behaving a new way online. And we shocked to see it. And we think it's new because it's new in comparison to how we seen the person behave for quite some time. But it's a video of the nigga twerking and the person that's filming saying, I'm gonna film this and put this out so they can see how you be acting. So maybe it's like you say, maybe it's nowhere near as new as it was just a shocking to us. But I agree. Anybody in their mid-30s anywhere, you get to playing certain ways, that can't come out of you out of nowhere, bro. It gotta be deep down.
It been in you the whole time. And while we was growing up, we already know, like, you know, like I say with the live and let live, we grew up in a time where people it was risky to your health to portray yourself to be this type of way. So I understood why people would hide that. Because it used to get socked out walking down the street just for being a certain type of way. So I understood why people would hide it back then. So now that element of it is gone, people is, you know, shit, they feeling comfortable to be themselves.
Man, hey, we've been on here for a healthy amount of time. I see you moving it around. We've been having like a struggle connection. I'm gonna upgrade my equipment very soon here, hopefully next week. I invite you to get a more secure situation if you're gonna make it a regular thing to be popping up too, so we can create a more quality experience when we dialogue. I enjoy dialogue with you.
For sure. Likewise, my nigga. Likewise. I actually I'm in the land right now, you feel me? I was just sliding through and I was tapping in. I seen that you was on there right now. So, you know, next time I'm gonna be in a stable environment where, you know, it can be a better quality of production on my end of things. I appreciate you extending your platform to me, my nigga. As always, you already know what it is. Siete, my nigga, man. Keep doing your shit. Stay consistent with the content, my nigga, and keep striving, man. I'm gonna tap in with you.
I still need my care package, girl.
You in the valley or you in the land?
I'll hit you.
Hit me.
East side.
For sure.
BLACBOX production. That's my boy Siete Siege, man. Y'all see the thumbnail. Y'all see the title. That was just to get us started, but you know that's not enough to hold us ever in the black box. It wasn't clickbait. I seen somebody come here and say clickbait title, but nah, just how long do you expect us to talk about the goofy nobodies? I was just surprised. Oh yeah, the title was clickbait. Well, nah, it wasn't clickbait. Clickbait is when you state or give someone an idea based on your title that the content is going to be a certain way. And then when they get there, the content does not match the title. Now, if I happen to utilize my, I want to say ability, but that's going to sound cocky. So my pleasure of using double entendres, not just for 2 words, but for an entire sentence even, that's what I did. But when you crack open the video, if you go to the beginning, you will see me talking about how bad Big Homie CC had loose coochie, lips and colon, Ashley Cannon up. Because either he was trolling us or he was trying to put it out there that he believes and has been warned, and he's trying to forewarn the rest of us that loose coochie, lips and colon, Ashley Cannon is dangerous to these streets. And I just found that hilarious. So we decided to laugh at that, but we only can laugh at that so long. On my mama. Right now, they say Big Homie from Chicago, so we're gonna let Hold On 100 talk 21 seconds.
Gotta do my Googles.
So this what I don't understand. How does a non-Pacoima guy knows what a guy from Pacoima does in Pacoima?
See, now with Whack Logic, we need to know how Big Homie CC figure he know what's going on way over here. I'm finna get up out of here, man. Love y'all. Keep it a Google for me. Facts over feelings. Be about your marathon at all costs. BLACBOX Productions, Cliche 93 TV. Tap in, don't tap out.
Tupac of my generation, Pac was highly intelligent, but in our culture, street culture, especially in his generation, intelligence was viewed as a form of weakness. How do you get the people that's really affected by, what we're trying to solve involved?
Mathematical mode, marathoning, making moves, taking the heartbreaking news, made major breaking news. Nephews, nieces, siblings, seeds, they confused, waking up, shaking, aching, praying that it's April Fools. Chosen child from the now stakes is huge. Snakes and fake style and the gate is too late to choose. You violent visions gave victory, paid your dues. Motivated, demonstrated, elevated views. Jews don't die, we multiply. I ain't make the rules. Self-medicate, meditate, and celebrate the blues. Neighborhood, roller coaster, you can take the cruise, I'm good. Blue laces, suede Puma's favorite shoes. Jesus to the generations, you never save me on my babies. Most beautiful gift Pluto ever gave me. For such a precious life, who decides Christ? I couldn't view the slides twice, cause they crucified Christ.
out here to